What's up YouTube? Capital G here. Got a couple of quick but excellent duels for you guys to check out. The first one is going to have some of the new Machina cards, which I don't believe I've actually had on this channel outside of me just reviewing the cards directly. I feel like we're all going to have to still figure out what the best build of this is, but I think that the scrap engine definitely can work with this archetype, but I guess you got to cross your fingers and hope maybe Scrap Wyvern doesn't ultimately get hit. Anyways, let's go ahead and roll this. He's playing some danger cards. Keep in mind, a lot of the new Machina cards can work from the graveyard. This trap card right here is basically, it's like a Digustal Emerald that activates from the graveyard. So discarding a lot of this Machina, or Machina as people say I should call it, discarding a lot of this Machina stuff is not really that big of a deal. I'm gonna just keep calling it Machina. That's what I've always called it. Anyways, he is playing some scrap stuff, as I said before. Scrap Wyvern, such a powerful card because it allows you to pull the Scrap Golem, and then, you know, that card gets a free Monster Reborn for your Scrap Wyvern, and you get to do all types of cool stuff. Now, since one of his machine monsters was destroyed, he gets to pull the Machina Citadel from his graveyard back onto the field. And this used to be Machina Kernel in the OCG, but I guess they changed the name to Citadel. It's a strong card. It's definitely a good disruption card. He'll be drawing a card for free off of the trap, and unfortunately doesn't get a card that's that good. You definitely don't want to have double summon as your only card in hand. I don't even know if I'd run double summon in this deck. If that was a hand trap, that'd be like so much better. But even when you look at this board and you think, Cap, this board ain't even that good, it does have some legitimate disruptions. Number one, you can suck up a spell from your opponent. This means that if they have something like Extravagance, they have to activate it first. You just suck that up, unless I guess they go for like a quick play or something like that. And this guy can also basically blow up any monster your opponent summons that's not 300, or excuse me, 3000 attack. This card is a quick effect. It's really good because it activates on field, which means it's not susceptible to things like DD Crow or Called by the Grave or anything like that. Such a strong card, and we'll see how this board actually ends up playing out. Also, if your opponent tries to attack your Scrap Wyvern, you can activate 38's effect and you can make them attack the 38. So your opponent might even get tricked into doing something like that. He's going to go for some of the Lunalight stuff as he sucked up the Perfume, I believe, but he still had the Tenki for Tiger. He is going to get a lot of monsters on board, but there's definitely a choke point. This is right here where I believe that the choke point is. If I was the Machina player, I would have activated Citadel right here, and if you have enough extenders to just like beat on by, or you can still combo out on me, like, more power to you. I think you deserve it at that point. But I would have went ahead and activated Citadel. It would have destroyed every single monster on the field. Now, the reason that I would do it now is because if this guy makes Appaloosa, then he could technically turn your Citadel off. And I don't think you want to give your opponent the ability to make Appaloosa. He could have made it prior to this, technically, but he just didn't. And now that he's committed all this, I would have went for you know, the Citadel effect. Now he is going to go for the effect of Utopia Double. He tries to use something like the Abyss Dweller, but again, this guy activates on the field. Stopping, you know, graveyard effects is not going to stop this card at all. He is going to torch his entire field. Called by the Grave just has to sit there in hand, looking kind of sad, and the game's basically over. He can attempt to bring back one of his scraps. His opponent activates Called by the Grave, but he pretty much knows it's a wrap at this point. He could just suck up the Call by the Grave with the 38 and game's basically over. So he's going to go ahead and scoop it up. I don't know if the Machina player played that perfectly, but it definitely shows some of what the Machina archetype can do. Anyway, second duel is going to have Heroes facing off against the Rocket deck, and this build of Heroes is significantly different. This is not a build that relies so much on the Vision Heroes. This is a build that really just kind of goes for like ISO'd and stuff like that, and it's cool because it doesn't lock you in. When you don't use the Vision Heroes, guys, you're not necessarily locked in under like the restriction of you can only summon heroes this turn or any of that type of stuff. So you add the Honest Neos off ISO'd. You can't use Honest Neos turn 0 anyway, so why not just add it for free? And then you can just continue going on. By the way, I just realized this. I started watching this anime called Demon Slayer. I don't know if you guys ever seen that show, but this Flame Noble Knight Renaud, he looks just like Tanjiro, the main character. I know there's another version of this card, but dude, seriously, like just everything, the red and black hair, he looks just like him. Anyways, continuing on, he is going to go for Link Cross. This card probably should be banned, to be honest. And then he's going to turn that into Proxy F Magician, and he's actually going to use the tokens that he got from Link Cross in conjunction with the Proxy Fusion Magician, and he's going to fusion summon First of the Dragons. This is really dope. See, this is why not being locked under heroes lets you do some pretty crazy stuff. I don't think, or I've never seen a hero deck make First of the Dragons, but I guess now I've seen it all. Keep in mind, First of the Dragons is unaffected by all monster effects your opponent throws at it, and it can't be destroyed by battle unless it's by a normal monster, and let's be real, who the fuck plays those except Blue Eyes and Dark Magician players? So basically, they gotta kill it with spell and trap destruction. He's summoning it in defense mode because, well, Lightning Storm is a thing. In fact, I'd honestly, well, I'd summon more of my monsters in defense mode. A lot of people are doing that because Lightning Storm is such a thing. He is going to go for Glow Bulb, a card that probably should be banned. He's going to convert that into Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess, and then he finally ends his turn by setting the mass change, which means anytime his opponent tries to interact with the graveyard, he'll probably just go ahead and shotgun into that, or respond, I should say, into the Dark Law. Or if his opponent tries to add something to his hand, you see right there, he tries to activate Dragon Shrine, Dark Law hits the field, card never goes to the graveyard, and he gets a free search. You didn't even have to search your Honest Neos because you already had it in your hand, but if you just wanted more ammunition, you could just go ahead and pick that up. He also obviously added like the Miracle Fusion off of the Sunrise, so clearly a pretty strong board. And you know, anytime you can drop things like Appaloosa or random stuff like First of the Dragon and Heroes, maybe make sure reconsider. I mean, I'm not saying the Vision Heroes are bad or anything because they're definitely strong, but this build definitely, you know, had some plays and stuff like that. Anyways, hopefully you guys did enjoy the short duel. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.